In the meantime, over here, still some non-severe thunderstorms making their way through the region, but some of them could be left over to the point where you might have a slightly wet commute on your Friday, Greg.
Yeah, once we get past the activity tonight, there will be kind of a pause, and then we're going to watch storms that come in through the morning. Those could be strong. We'll keep an eye for some hail with that. That'll be long south of I-90, so if you're further north, you won't see that activity. Once that passes, then really the rest of the afternoon and even, we have some light showers here and there. I think peak activity will be more in the late afternoon, early evening hour. Not expected to be severe at all. They'll actually end probably some point Friday night before probably midnight, and then dry Saturday, more sun coming out, so although not too bad of a day with temps, but then unfortunately rain does come back in for Easter Sunday, especially towards the later half of the day, evening, and in the nighttime as another system brings some pretty much widespread rainfall. But a lot of activity right now is pushing across the area. You can see this kind of this boundary, or this line kind of really stalled out across I-90 or just to the north of it. That's kind of where the activity is going to be for the time being, and then further south into southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. Further north, just some light rain. Really, Eau Claire's already seen it, but a lot of the area up there is probably done for the night and seeing anything type other than cloud cover. All this is still non-severe thunderstorms rotating through the area, so it could be a stormy night, but you can see all the activity begin to depress Winona and eventually to La Crosse. Just some occasional thunderstorms coming through, brief heavy rainfall, and really that is the thing. Once that passes through by midnight, there'll be other area that'll approach southwest Wisconsin. Additional, once we get past about 1 to 2, I think most of the area is quiet. With partly mostly cloudy skies still remaining in the 50s, and then there's that activity that'll develop in Iowa, and that's the activity that we'll keep an eye on for the morning commute as it kind of lifts north and spreads across the area by about 5 to 6. I think you're going to see a lot of activity further south, especially towards like Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin River Valley area, and then towards 6 to 7 you'll see more of this activity develop and kind of lift a little bit further north towards I-90. I think that's about farthest north it will get. There might be a stray shower, thunderstorm further north. That'll push east. The rest of the morning pretty much is a little bit of showers here and there, not any type of heavy activity, and that's really what's going to go on through the afternoon time frame with that northwest wind. So it'll feel a little cooler tomorrow with that wind coming out of the northwest and a little breezy in the afternoon, but you'll start seeing a few showers pop up here overnight. Probably better as you go further south, but it will be just a shower here or there. Not expecting any really thunderstorms to develop. That activity will continue, and as I mentioned, once we get past probably about 10, you'll start seeing that activity kind of diminish. Clearing skies slowly after midnight with that north wind continuing, which means we're going to have probably a decent Saturday overall as we go in for there. Highest temperatures for Saturday, once we get some sun out there, should be a few degrees below average, that north wind, so a little cooler, but overall not too bad. Unfortunately, as we go to Easter, we do have a lot of rain coming back in the forecast, especially further south you go. In the afternoon, the morning should be fine right now. Temperatures, once again, fairly similar to Saturday. But if we kind of time it out, Saturday, as you notice, looking fairly nice. Here comes the rain with the low pushing north towards Chicago. Rain will start spreading across southern areas probably just after noon, and then continue to slowly lift north as we go throughout the evening hour. And look at all the rain going on probably for Sunday night into Monday as this low begins to push closer to the area. So it could be a very wet Sunday night into Monday, and as that low begins to push out. So we'll keep an eye on that. Low could move and it may not be as wet, but definitely looks that way right now. Once we get past Monday, our temperatures do come back up into the 60s. A little bit unsettled through Wednesday, but for the most part, it's probably quiet until we get back to Friday too. So more storms tonight, probably non-severe. We got to watch tomorrow morning's commute for areas south of I-90.
Sure.
Saturday looks good, and then unfortunately for the second half of Easter, it's not looking that really nice, especially Sunday night.
So get the plans out of the way in the morning on Easter Sunday.
Exactly, and then just enjoy the quiet rain that'll be coming out Sunday night.
All right, thanks, Greg.